Okay, so let's just remember that the fiddle string circle has to do with starting, let's say, on this A shape here and going up to D clockwise, up to G string shape, not string itself, string shape. Okay, so it's D goes up to G string shape and it's going this way. D to G is in fourths. So it's definitely not strings, because it would be in fifths if it was strings. G goes to the C shape, and C also goes to the diminished fourth. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the tuning third in guitar. It has to do with caged itself and the way that we fragment a scale and go in a circle with it. So going the other way, starting from C, let's say, right up here, we go down to G. So now we're going in fifths going down. So a string shaped fifths going down on the fiddle. Okay, so it's backwards in the direction of the guitar. So let's advance to the next chart here. I want to show you that this right here is, we're going to make a big one. So right here, this is the bottom four strings of a guitar. Okay, is this a fiddle board? The bottom four strings of a guitar? No. The problem is that from 5, which let's say in the key of C would be G, straight up to the next string is root, and that's not. G in a fiddle goes to D. Okay, so it's going to go to the 2. So we have to take this over. We have to take this over a whole step here, right? So we're going to do that. Take it over a whole step. I don't know. Maybe like that. It's going to be about a whole step. And we'll line it up so that that 5 is going to go to a 2. Okay. Now, are we out of the woods yet? No. No, we're not. Because now we're looking at, have we made a fiddleboard? Well, we have the first bottom 2 strings of the fiddleboard, where 5 goes to 2. Now 2 is going to go to 6, but 6 is over here, so we have to grab this and move it over again, right? So we're going to do that. Move that over a whole step. See what we have. We got 5 goes to 2, and there's our 6. Okay. And we're going to try it one more time. In the fiddle, 6, the A goes to E. Where's our E? It's over here. So we've got to grab the top, or what we can of the top string. Okay, and we got to bring that over one whole step like that. So we'll do that. We'll bring it over a whole step. Let's get it back on the board. So pretty much there it is. All right, so we can be reasonably sure that, see, these guys line up, these guys start getting all over the place here because I didn't line these up. But here it is. This is our fiddle fretboard here. It just didn't line up right. That's kind of like a screwy fiddle board there. I didn't line up that top string there. Okay, so let's try that. All right. There's our numbers. This is our fiddle board right here. Okay, so let's just Draw that right here. None of this is getting sloppy. But here it is. Now here's our fiddle board. 5, 2, 6, 3. These are all in fifths. 4 to root, root to 5, 5 to 2. So now we made a fiddle board. Isn't that nice? Okay, I thought I was going to get away from all that warping with the P5 fiddle board. So, you know, this is helpful to some extent. Guitar fretboard, bottom 4 strings of guitar, guitar modal fretboard, single cases, and I have up here, I'll bring your attention to here, double string shapes, guitar intervals right, 2 fret spaces. For fiddle intervals, you go 2 fret spaces left when you want to, like, teach a little guitar, teach a little fiddle, depending on what you want to go one from the other. Here's your fiddle. So in the fiddle board, A would go to G and caged, but then G goes up to D in a fifth. Whereas in the double cage ladder with the guitar, this is guitar, this is fiddle. With guitar, C goes to A with caged, and then A goes to G with caged. That's why this is called the caged ladder. C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D. With fiddle, it goes, starting on C, let's say, it would go C, A, and then to the fifth of that A, which is E. So it goes caged, fifth, caged, E, D, fifth, caged, fifth, caged, fifth. So it climbs up differently like that. So the double string shaped circle for the fiddle is right here. That's pretty much what we were looking at. Okay. Now let's look at, it's thundering outside, so I assume we've angered the gods a little bit, but they'll be okay. I think they know enough to get out of the rain. So here we have the Ionian and the Aeolian. So we have the let's say key of C, we have C major, and we have A minor. And then what's this fretboard down here is just the cage shapes that would superimpose onto that. So if I took this guy here and I put him right here, okay, he would fit right into there, or should fit right in there. So rather than have that much confusion, went ahead and made 2 fretboards for the same situation. So we have our AG, ED, DC, AG, GE, DC, and CA. All right, and it's taking a year to scroll up, but we'll get there. So that's the Ionian and its relative minor, the Aeolian. And then you've seen these kind of charts before if you've been following my lessons. We got the Lydian and the Dorian. Okay, it's the Lydian, and I do it in 2 separate fretboards. So remember, this is a fretboard, fiddle board. This is a fiddle board right here. That's a fiddle board, and then this is its relative minor. And I'm just explaining what these are now. Then we're going to find out how to use it in the next segment as we come along. What else we got here? Then we have the Mixolydian here. Okay, so I can't get to that right now. Should be able to get over here. Here's Mixolydian 572, and Phrygian, its relative minor. These are all the shapes. Again, they're shown like this in 2 separate fretboards, but you know they share notes. So the DC shape shares notes with the GE shape. In other words, here's the cage interval, ED, caged ED, right? Sharing the 2 and the 4 fret. Okay, so that we still have that. So we have all cases. And now you might ask, what about the Locrian? Locrian is part of the Dorian.